Hi guys, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Mini reviews of Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons, The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, and Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. So the first book that I'm going to be reviewing is The Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons. I read this for the biannual bibliothon at the beginning of the month, and I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. Glass Arrow follows a young girl, her name is Aya, and she lives in what sounds like the future of our own world. It is definitely a dystopian type world, and basically what happens in this world is that women are no longer free. They are bred and bought and enslaved for breeding rights. Aya has been raised on the outside of the wall in the forest surrounding a city, and because she is raised on natural meats and fresh water, she is considered more healthy than the girls who are raised inside the wall, girls who are fed with pills and given chemicals and things like that. Because she is considered more healthy than the girls who live on the inside of the wall, they are very, very sought after. That's all I'm going to say about this book because I don't want to give away spoilers. The first part was a little slow for me, other than the first couple of pages. The first couple of pages, the action and the suspense just starts from the very beginning, and it's so exciting. Other than that, the first section of the book was a little slow. It didn't really catch my attention. It wasn't until the second part of the book that I was really starting to get intrigued by the storyline and all of that stuff. The writing style was also absolutely fabulous. I really enjoyed reading it and reading about Aya and the other characters that Kristen Simmons has created. She is just a fabulous writer and can tell a really good story. It was just hard to get through that first section, and again, I'm not really sure why. It just wasn't there for me, but once that second section started, it was a lot easier for me to read the story and get into it and the characters and things like that. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who likes a little bit of science fiction in their fantasy, who enjoys dystopians, and of course The Handmaid's Tale and stuff like that. The only reason why I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars was because of that first section, and I also would have really liked this to be a series. I think that a lot of the information in this book could have been dragged out and talked about more and given more detail, and this could at least be a duology or maybe even a trilogy. I can really see how Kristen Simmons can take this story and run with it and make it a great series, but this is a standalone. I don't know, I love my series so much, so maybe that's the only reason why I want this to be a series, but overall I did really enjoy this book. The next book that I'm going to review for you is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. I also got this as an ARC from the publisher, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. First, I want to point out how much I love this cover. I love it so much. After reading it, I realized that the girl on the cover looks nothing like the main character Twillia, but that's okay. I kind of wish that there wasn't any girl here at all and it was just this bottle with the liquid and stuff. It just looks so cool. I love the font that they use. It's just a great start to an amazing book. So The Sin Eater's Daughter follows Twillia, who is the goddess embodied, and by that it means that she is blessed by the gods and she has the ability to drink poison and not be affected by it, but that poison will seep out through her skin, and whenever she touches somebody, she immediately kills them. And because she is the goddess embodied, she has been employed by the king and queen to kill traitors every single month after the telling. The telling is what Twillia has to go through every month to prove continuously that she is still the goddess embodied and that she is continuously blessed by the gods and she is able to consume this poison and not be affected by it. The only people who are not affected by Twillia's deadly touch are people who are also blessed by the gods, and that would include the king, the queen, and the prince. And because the prince is the only person who is not affected by her deadly touch, she is of course engaged to be married to him. This is a classic high fantasy that could easily be made into a 5-book series, can be given so much canon to the history of the world. It is just super interesting. I can see how Melinda Salisbury can take this one story and branch off into so many different things. This story has so much potential, and I am so excited to read book number 2. This story is filled with treason and suspense, and the religion that Melinda Salisbury has created in this story is so beautiful and captivating, and I just want to know so much. I have never really read a book that has so much detail put into a religion of a world, and I think that it's amazing how much Melinda Salisbury has thought on the religion that she made in this book. It is absolutely amazing. The amount of detail that Melinda Salisbury puts into this story is just enough where we know what we need to know to appreciate the story, but not too much where it's just fact dropping on you every single paragraph. Overall, The Sin Eater's Daughter was probably my favorite book so far this year. I have enjoyed it so much, and I cannot wait for the second book. I will warn you, the cliffhanger at the end of this book is something serious, and I need the second book in my hands right now. I wish that I had it. I highly recommend The Sin Eater's Daughter to any lover of fantasy. This book is just absolutely fabulous. Like I said, it's my favorite book of the year so far. I'm going to be reviewing Salt and Stone and the first book in this series, Fire and Flood, by Victoria Scott, in a separate video. But I did want to mention all of these because I have giveaways open for all of these books right now. The link will be in the doobly-doo. For all of 2015, I am giving a book away every single month. So some of these giveaways are not ending for another couple months, but you can enter to win in them right now. And again, the links are in the doobly-doo, so please go check those out. Thank you guys so much for coming to my review of The Sin Eater's Daughter and Glass Arrow. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!